Hi everybody, Kevin here. New month, new ban list, new deck list. If you haven't seen it already, last season we did manage to hit master rank Uno. Of course, you can check the description on my channel to see most, if not all, of the entire run through the live streams or videos. So please check that out if you want to. But again, new ban list, so maybe none of it is relevant at all. We're currently still at Diamond 5, pretty close to Diamond 4. I will try hit master rank 1, but I mean at this point, like the title of the video, I hit master rank or max rank at this point. What's next? Just do it again, I guess, over and over and over. But the important thing and the common thing is the deck list basically at this moment is pretty much exactly the same. So 3 max cope, 3 ash, double ghost belly. Last format ghost bell, I would say it's low-key MVP because it says no to shufflers. Now shufflers are no longer really relevant. Maybe this will be downplayed a little bit, but at the same time it says no to call by, so we'll see. 3 Ray, remember, no Ray, no play, so I would say I'm not a rapper. There's that. 1 Rosie O'Donnell, 1 Hamp. Hamp is a deterrent. Most of the time during last format on certain matchups, for example, you play against Lab or something, right? You can search this card, your opponent knows that you have Hamp in their hand, so now either they decide to summon their boss monster and it gets tributed, or you just hold it in your hand and wait for an opportunity to eventually hopefully steal it back, bop them with their Hamp that you just tributed over, and so forth and so. So 3 upstart. You could play double desires or triple desires if you want. I just find upstart to be okay for now because it's an easy, cheap way for you to fill up your graveyard with spell cards for the bonus effect with your Skyscraper cards. And also sometimes it'll go into like a lightning storm or something. So for example, if you go second, let's say you upstart into a lightning storm, hey, you drew it, right? You drew the out, and that's basically this deck. Just draw more outs than the opponent, make sure they can't out your things. That's fundamental Yu-Gi-Oh, right, gang? So 1 Rhoda, double Ngak, double afterburners, 3 lightning storm. I find this is perfectly acceptable at the moment. Runic I have not really come across. Maybe if that comes back we'll play cyclones and stuff like that, but we'll see. Triple tags talent I think is pretty good, assuming that Dragonlink and Kashtira will be relevant. Remember, Kashtira is probably going to activate their monster effects on your turn, so it's going to be live. 1 multi-roll, I think 1 is more. Personally, I only just play 1 because I am not a lucky person. I know somehow if I set more than 2 cards, my opponent is magically going to draw the lightning storm or the 1 of Harpy's Feather Duster in the 60 card deck and blow away my entire back row, and I basically Shizuku shuffle for nothing, right? So I only play 1. If you play desires, you can probably play 2, but you know, I'm a lucky boy. I risk it for the biscuit, gang. Double call by, 1 horny drones, 3 widow anchor, 1 shark cannon, 3 linkage, 3 imperm. Fairly standard extra deck. I think nothing super crazy. Access code is there so we can link off with unicorn and threaten game, because I think the point of Sky Striker is like, yeah, sometimes you can linkage OTK, but it's a lot less consistent than you would think would happen. Most of the time you just build a grind game and maybe they either click surrender or you steal their monsters and bop them with it by turn 3 or 4, right? Sometimes. Otherwise, extra deck is fairly standard, I feel. You're probably wondering again, like I said, why don't you play Azalea? Why don't you play Azalea? Azalea is actually fairly difficult to summon in this particular build, because remember, it requires 2 light and or dark monsters. The only light or dark monsters we have in our main deck is Ray and Rosie O'Donnell. You're not really gonna ever have Hamp to link it off and, you know, make Azalea somehow, so you have to have Ray and then hard draw of Rosie O'Donnell, which you don't want to have in your hand anyways because you want to send it off with Linkage for OTK. So fairly difficult to summon. I choose just not to play it at all. If you do play it, it's probably a decent choice with IP Masquerena, because then you have a disruption, but you know, I think this extra deck and main deck for now is fine. The only things I'm iffy about maybe is the ghost spells, and then depending on how the format and ladder goes, maybe triple tax talent, but hey, you know, we'll see. We'll move on to some interesting gameplay. Hopefully it'll help you. Hey, we've returned. Let's talk over this particular match that I think is fairly interesting. You'll see why. We open with Ghost Belly, Horny Drones, 1 Widow Anchor, Lightning Storm, the out, Imperm. So double handies, we'll see. We're playing against Dragonlink. That's probably, I believe, the highest tier deck right now on Master Duel meta. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. You know, let me know in the comments. You're stupid, Kevin. What are you doing? You have no clue what you're doing. You're just a fraud and lucky. Luck is a skill, by the way. Then it's gonna pop off. Usually you would save the imperm for Strike Your Dragon right here so they can't search boot sector launch, and then if they have the skill to have the out for this, or if they had it in hand anyways, then you know, sucks for you. But usually this is one of the choke points. You're going to tribute that for Dankness Metal Dragon. I figure why not Ghost Spell? I don't know where else we would use Ghost Spell for, right? So at least now they can't get a free body and then maybe pop up some more. They're going to tribute that to make Bestial Rebellion in defense mode to search for a branded continuous spell or trap. So this is an interaction. They're going to banish some stuff to get this. Magamut to search for probably the other one. The one that if sent to grave can bop you. So they're going to make IP Masquerade and pass. One card in hand. And then set the regain, and there you go. Druid Swarm. So let's see what we draw. We draw the out, we draw Hamp. Alright, so what do you do, gang? What do? You have an IP Masquerade that's probably going to tribute and do a disruption depending on what they have in their extra deck. You have a starter card, kind of, but then it plays hardcore to maxi. Remember, you activate this first, and that means they're probably going to brand a Bestial and then destroy that, and you have no starter. So obviously you don't want to activate this first. You could Widow Anchor, but if you do that, IP Masquerade is going to chain, and then you basically lose out on your Widow Anchor for no reason. So, you know, it's important in Yu-Gi-Oh! To figure out what cards to activate first. So sometimes it's very important to just keep it simple, stupid, right? KISS, K-I-S-S, right? We will activate Lightning Storm first, so we can at least destroy the back row. Because if we do, for example, the other one, which is monsters, then they can just tribute that and maybe, I don't know, somehow make Abramax or something to negate that. And plus, I'd rather deal with the back row because outside of Lightning Storm, we don't really have any other options for back row removal, right? So go for that. Plus 2 for 1, right? We're gonna go into a token. They're gonna actually Azalea us, which is insane. I don't think I've ever seen that yet. I legit thought they were gonna go into Nightmare Unicorn and try to shuffle something back, but hey, someone actually summoned Azalea against us. There you go. The first time that worked out for them. We set Widow Anchor, nothing else you can do, fam. We played that as good as we can. They're down to 3 cards, which we know they have Magamut. They're gonna summon Magamut, enter battle straight up, so these 2 cards are maybe hand traps or something like that. They're gonna tribute to make the Rebellion again in defense mode. So let's see what we draw. We draw another Lightning Storm. It's past turn, nothing you can do, right? At this point, they're probably gonna keep attacking, which they do. Cool. They bop us for another 2500. So now we can potentially survive one more attack, but you know, never know. We draw into Ray because we have the skill. Lightning Storm, of course. And now we go into Ray. However, my spider sense was tingling, gang. It was actually tingling when I destroyed that, entered battle phase, and like attacked, right? I had a feeling, do they have Gamma in hand? Because for the past couple turns, they did not chain Maxi to the Ash at the time, so maybe they draw into Maxi. It's a bad idea to just shotgun the Ray. So in my head, I'm like, probably have hand traps. I wonder if they are playing Gamma, right? Because remember, this card, it technically could destroy itself and then start summon a rock from deck, meaning you have no monsters on field. They can Gamma you. So I'm like, my spider sense is tingling. I think they have Gamma, but you know what? If they don't, we do 3k damage, right? And that leaves them at a disadvantage compared to us, because we have basically a very good disruption in the form of Widow Anchor. We have to Kaiju to out whatever boss monster Duel Mag makes, such as Boral and Dragon. So I figured, why not just do 3k damage, right? Risky for the biscuit. But I was going against every single one of my spider sense tingling, right? My spider sense was tingling. I was like, they probably have Gamma, but you know what? I'll risk it. And they did. Right? They did. Because they pitched, yeah. So they have Gamma. Oh well. From now on, I'm always going to trust my spider sense, gang. Just had a weird feeling. They open up with quick launch. Enter battle phase. They're going to go tribute and destroy. So summon another one. Caliber, sure. Summon Ash. Go into Dark for some reason. Dark's going to try to target Ray. This is an appropriate time to negate and steal. Otherwise, we probably get screwed, right? And this is also good because now they can no longer summon a monster from our graveyard because it doesn't point to anything. Right there, reading. Very important. So we're gonna pass turn. Please draw the out. And delay the inevitable one more turn. Right? Delay the inevitable for one more turn. They just straight up enter battle. We have to steal. There you go. And phase pass. So nothing in hand. It's not a monster. We draw a Ray. Now this is very important. Remember that dark, if this gets destroyed by battle or card effect or whatever, they can add a dark monster 1500 or less defense. If you remember correctly, a lot of the rockets are 1500 or less defense, so they can easily search some kind of starter card. So we need to get rid of this, kind of, but not really. Right? So we're going to Green Ray. Enter battle, attack. So we could send engage. The reason why we're doing that is because I figure why not risk it for the biscuit. If somehow our engage, for example, gets Ash, if they do have Ash in hand, we can search for a shark cannon, because remember, Ash once per turn, they're not going to ask for a blue ray, and they do have a IP Masquerena in graveyard, so we could shark cannon their IP Masquerena, summon herself, and then we can unicorn them or Zeke or something like that as at least some kind of disruption, because that's the whole point of Widow Anchor. I mean engage, right? So we can search for like a Widow Anchor, which we should have one more left in our deck, and then go from there, right? Or we don't have to search Widow Anchor, we can search for, like, you know, multi-roll or something like that, but you know, we'll get there when it comes there. So we're going to Red Ray. Red Ray is going to try to add back engage, which goes through, which means that's not Veiler. Nobody really plays Veiler anyways. We're going to engage. They have the Ash, unfortunate, but now that means they cannot Ash our blue Ray. This is why it's really hard, you know, to hand trap Sky Strikers, because if you hit the Ash on that, you can get screwed too. And the reason why I'm doing yellow Ray to the dark is, remember, I guess the opponent's card effect or destroy by battle, right, is destroy by battle. They could ram into this because we would, I think, have more spell cards, so it would lower attack with a blue Ray. They could ram into it, get starter, and then pop off for some more, so we don't want this to be attacking our monster. That's why. Right, so we go into blue Ray. And then end phase, we're going to search for Shark Cannon. And then depending on what they do, we can either make Nightmare Unicorn or I guess Zeke, right? At the right time. So they're going to draw. They do Draco Servant, whatever. They go into another Striker Dragon. We can't negate that. Now, you could have said, Kevin, you should have just shotgunned the whatever, right? You should have just shotgunned it, and then they have just a dark, and then maybe they can't pop off some more. That's true. You make a good point, right? But I'm just waiting for them to overextend at this point, right? Because depending on what else they summon, we can easily just Zeke them or Unicorn and just shuffle back. They have nothing, right? So maybe I could have done that. That's another option. I'm like, let's wait. I don't want to shotgun things too early sometimes. So sure. Boot Sector Launch. But at the moment, Boot Sector Launch does nothing, because they can still summon up to 2 rocket monsters with different names in the hand. We know they have Boot Sector Launch and the White Dragon, whatever. And the other second effect is that if your opponent controls more monsters than you, which at the moment, obviously, quick maths is the same, right? 2 and 2. So we're going to do that. They're going to Triple Burst Dragon. At this point, I'm thinking to myself, all right, I guess this is the appropriate time to shotgun the, not shotgun, but disrupt with the IP Masquerena, right? This is a length 3, that's a 4, right? They can make Axe Skull or something stupid and kill us. That's bad. Now is the appropriate time to do that. To Zeke. Only had a Rosie O'Donnell in grave, but that's fine. Boot Sector Launch does nothing at the moment. Enter battle, attack it. Which again, I think terrible idea, because that means our Ray is going to come back. And then we can search for stuff using Blue Ray's effect. It's disadvantage, right? Don't want to do that. Don't want to ever like blow up a color Ray for no reason. I guess he's doing damage. I don't know. So we search for Afterburners, and at this point we basically have Gam. And we draw into Ray. So we're free to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Right there. This probably could have ended maybe a couple turns earlier, but I don't think we had enough for game anyways, and we went through most of the time by the opponent clicking surrender. So there's that. All right, We'll move on to a live match actually, so hopefully it's something interesting so you can learn from it. Hello, we have returned. This is a live match. I know most of you guys can't make it to the live stream sometimes, so we'll do this live so you can see my thought process. Max Cope and Guy, triple tax, double starter card. That's pretty good. Let's see if they have the out. They're gonna tribute and then either have Ash or Gamma or Call By or something stupid like that, right? So Striker Dragon. Oh, they choose not to do the effect, so it's very interesting. Muy interesante. I never find it's a good idea to shotgun Maxi unless you can guarantee you're gonna get a draw, right? The triple tax talent, so be it, right? So be it. I'm not gonna complain too much. Remember, because they could just pass turn. You don't want to go -1. And if they have the out, they have the outs, right? So let's see. Just let them do it. It's all good. All good. Keep going. And plus, by this point, they probably know that what we have. Right? Because your opponent gets highlighted. That gives you like a clue, like, oh, they have an out or something. Because remember, the whole point of Max C is that you want to draw cards, not just -1 and stop their turn. Plus, they have so much gas anyways, right? This is my opinion, though. Maybe I get screwed for this, right? That's my mentality on Maxi. You gotta wait for an opportunity for guarantee like a draw. It's like, yeah, we can shotgun this now. They can just leave here and then have like 6 cards in hand. Which we know they have a collapser or whatever. Ooh, my neighbors are going nuts. So ignore them, sorry. my Asian neighbors are going nuts. Going ham. Then go Guard Dragon Pisty. Special summon. They can target that. So no reason to. Hopefully I can talk over them. Sorry. Go Wyvern Burster. La-di-da-di-do. Wait for a moment. And again, if they have the out, they have the out. So it didn't matter anyway, so we shotgunned it early. So with anyone like that, I can add 1, sure. So you're going to add some stuff. Why not? I guess Dragonlink's going to be the new bee's knees, huh? Maybe Nibiru is going to be a thing. Maybe. Maybe. So let's see. Because again, they could just bad. Meh. I feel like it's an appropriate time to do it now, right? Might as well. They're in a semi-compromised position. And if they have the out, they have the out. Right? Because they could summon, I guess, Chaos Dragon Leveneer. And if they have the out, they have it. Which I'm pretty sure they do. Why wouldn't they? They do have the out, see? Kind of. So now they could probably pass turn. Right? We know they have the Chaos Dragon Leveneer. We know they have Black Dragon Collapse Servant, I believe, right? This one, and they have Dragon Ravine. So 2 mystery cards. One of which we know is probably not Ash, or unless they're holding on to the Ash, which would be pretty good, right? So now I guess they could pass turn if they want. This is kind of a weird board. We know they have the thing. We could clear this board kind of easily. I won't say super easily, but you know, it's possible. And from there, right? Because for example, if they hand trap us with Engaig, for example, like Ash or something, then we triple tax talent and draw 2 cards. They can also shotgun Maxi, but I find that most people do that now on standby phase, so they have an interesting dilemma. They could pass turn, but like it's not amazing. Because this does nothing at the moment, I believe. This does nothing. Excuse me. And then I guess quick effect, they could do this. Oh, the Gamma. So there we go. They're going to pitch Gamma. Which now we know is Chaos Dragon Leveneer, and I believe the other Wyvern Burster or something. Right? This one, I think. Or maybe they don't. I don't know. It's hard to keep track of cards, gang. So they're going to give us a draw. Cool. Nice. We draw a Lightning Storm. We drew the out, gang. All skill. Now, again, very weird compromised position, sort of. Chaos Dragon Ruler, sure. Keep popping off. Let him go. You drew Ash. This is probably an appropriate time to Ash. Because we now know they don't have anything to negate the Max Cope. This is one of them, because they're going to keep popping off. Maybe they drew into the call by. Right? Because you don't want them to mill like 5 cards. They're going to mill good things, and then you're screwed. So let's see, they have the Rebellion, sure. Draw another one, draw another Maxi, all skill. Let's see if they send or set up Trap. No, Regan, sure. Regan. That's very annoying. Because they can draw cards and stuff. Triple Burst Dragon, sure. Another Engage. Special summon some more. Might as well, right? Go ham. Normal special summons a monster. Target one bishop monster in the graveyard. Special summon it. That's really good. Let's see what they make. Oh, and Dragon. We have to out for that. Don't worry. Another max cope. So just pass turn. All right, cool. We have like 50 cards in there. Let's see if they ashes or Maxias. They do. Cool. Amazing. We should probably. Well, I mean, yeah, we should. And then they'll probably click surrender or something. Right, unless they play Ghost Spell, which would be incredible. Which we know they don't, so. That's cool. No Senor. These are 2 deck cards in our hand now, I guess. Right. Okay, standby. Main phase. We can activate this to destroy that. That is 1,000 times more annoying than this. Right. And now, options. We can Engag, I guess, if you want to. Or we can do this, right? Let's do Engag and see what happens. Maybe they ashes. Maybe they did have ash the entire time. They didn't? Oh. That's unfortunate. So remember, this thing can't be destroyed by battle card effects. It can't be stolen, so we'll see what they do. Alright, and then we can probably Engag Uno Mas. Keep in mind, they did play Gamma, so it's kind of also dangerous. And they just quit anyway, so. I don't know. Was that interesting? I feel like we just wanted through Maxi, right? That's a skill, kind of. You know what? We'll play one more. I haven't uploaded in a while, so we'll do that, gang. That didn't really count. Let's check the deck list, too. I also like doing that in case you don't watch the live streams. It's 60 card Dragonlink with Thunder Dragon Cancer. So unfortunately, they didn't draw the out through Cult By. We waited for them to special summon when they had a monster field, so they couldn't gamma us. And they're not even playing the one of Ross out, right? So they had triple tax talent, but they didn't draw it, so unfortunate. Oh well, what can you do? We'll keep going, right, gang? You'll see me hopefully hit D4, whatever, live. Gungnir is the name of our opponent. Shout out Necros Gungnir. Remember, gang, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is boiled down to basically you draw the out, make sure your opponent doesn't draw the out. Right? We draw Ash, Upstart, Called By, Linkage, and then Imperm. Pretty good. We got double handies and starter. Nimble Beaver, sure. Go ahead, fam. This is Sprite, probably. Now, we probably saved this for Sprite. Whatever, the spell card is special summon for free, right? So go ahead. Do your thing, man. We saved this for, well, we should probably save this for either starter, or we saved it for the, like, I mean, the whatever it's called, the rank 2 gigantic sprite. That's usually one of the other choke points, because we might want to save this for sprite elf, right? Which I believe is banned now, right? Never mind. I'm just like, excuse me, I don't think it's banned. No, it's not banned. Stupid. Yeah, it isn't banned. I'm being dumb. So this is an appropriate time to ash. We'll see what happens. So we'll try ashing this. I know they can chain starter, but they can make Sprite Elf. Sprite Elf's gonna be dumb, and then get Jet. Jet's gonna add some other stupid things from their deck to their hand. So we have 2 options, right? You want to either Imperm or obviously Ash that. Personally, I feel Ash is fine. So if they do have to Call By, we just Imperm, and then we're good anyways, right? So we'll Ash first. We'll see if they have Call By or something. Do they have Call By? They don't have Call By. Okay. Let's see if they have. I know it plays into triple tax talent, but you know, so be it. Which has been more people playing, so that's fine. Like again, you could save the Ash for that and then imperm for that, but you know, they make Sprite Elf. It's very annoying. Sure. So carrot dispel a trap, right? Sure. Keep going, King. Pop off. So now presumably you're gonna make Elf. Right, Elfie. They still got like 3 cards in their hand, so that's kind of annoying too. They could Maxia's, I guess, called by, right? We'll see what happens. Sprite Elf, there you go. That's what we thought. Go ahead, fam. Summon again. We saw that coming. That's cool. Remember, this is also during main phase, so depending on what they do, we could triple attack his talent them. That's fine. You get no special Shokan. So now they're probably going to go to IP Masquerena, I presume, and then go from there, right? Because it's Sprite. We all know what Sprite does. Sprite, I'm more of a 7-up person. Oh, Sprite's Brian, sure. So I guess they'll send the other Sprite, right? Can't target it anyway, so remember that. Don't matter. Don't matter. Let's see what they send. Oh, another nimble angle, sure. Let's keep popping off, King. Maybe Nib is good in this format. Who knows, right? We played a lot of combo so far. A lot of things that special Shokan more than obviously 5 times. It's just Sprite, but you know, you have to Ash the Sprite or something like that. So I guess Nibiru will be completely useless against these guys, but we'll see. Sure. This is perfectly acceptable. I'm fine with this. You draw the out, right? Just draw the out. Yu-Gi-Oh! Basically based upon just draw the out, gang. So these are probably Sprite starter, maybe Sprite the Banisher, right? Let's see, do we draw the out? Kind of. Let's see. If they decide to maxi us again, they do. That's fine. I guess we could do this. We should do that, right? We should do that. That's a really good idea because at least they can't like Sprite Elf like special summon that. So we'll see. We should. Right? We have to. Unless they got something like to negate this, but I don't think they do. That's fine with me. Boop. No maxi for you. Make sure you draw maxi. Make sure they don't draw maxi. Right? Let's see if we draw. Let's see if they do anything stupid. I guess they could do Sprite Elf at this point, right? We draw into Ash. Sure. Let's see. We have options. We have options, gang. We could do this, shotgun that. They'll probably special summon Sprite Carrot or something like that, right? That's what I presume. That's what I presume. So, tricky, right? It's very tricky right now. Because depending on what else they summon, they could just summon whatever the Link 5 is and just screw us anyways. Because this is a Link 2, that's a Link 2, another monster, Link 5, you're screwed. Get good, Kevin. And also depending on what they have, like Smashers, right? So we could chain this. I mean, I would rather they do stuff on their own, but we can't. We're in a sticky situation. You know what? I might just do this. And then we chain Linkage, and then we go from there. Because at least if we do that, we guarantee that Triple Tag's talent is probably going to be live, and at least our Linkage is also live, depending on what they do, right? So you know what? I'll do it, YOLO. They'll probably chain Sprite Elf. Because why wouldn't you? It's free. But we'll have to, right? So let's see, they're probably going to do that, yep. So maybe Sprite this one, right? Carrot, which they do. Saw that coming. Let's chain this. So at least we can try to get started on board. Right, maybe they chain Smashers or something. They chain Smashers, they could screw us because they have to send the grave. But why would you do that, right? So let's go make... See, the safe decision is that we make Red Ray. you know, we can make red Ray, which would mean we at least have a starter card in case they make something dumb with their IP Masquerena, which is very obvious, right? So I feel like we're probably screwed. So you know what? In order to live, I'm gonna go with red Ray. Red Ray's gonna force out like either an IP Masquerena, maybe if they play the Link 5, or Sprite Smasher, Imperm, something like that, right? And if they have it, so be it. We were screwed in the beginning anyways. So we'll go with red Ray, because we have to, right? We're in a kind of weird position right now. So he has negated. Let's go for it. And depending on what they do, maybe they Imperm or that. So you know what I mean? We kind of have to. And Imperm best too. With the target. So at least I guess the same column, right? Ah. Darn. Now we lose, I guess. Because we have to, right? They're just gonna negate it. We tried. I don't think we could have done anything different. They just had all the odds. Get good, Kevin. Because, for example, let's say we drew into the Ash, right? So, if we negate the... If we don't negate the Maxi, we save the call by for a Carrot. Carrot maybe goes pop off, but oh well, what can you do? If only we had a Ray, right? So, oh well. Wah, 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 wah. And now they probably do that if they want to BM, but there's no reason to. Oh well, we tried, chat. Wah, 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 wah. Sometimes the game just hates you. I don't think we could have done anything different. But hey, we won one, we lost one, so you can see sometimes, you know, you just lose. Nothing you can do different except get good and draw the out. But anyways, let me know in the comments down below if I could have done anything different, really, right? Remember, you can't target the IP Masquerena or the other sprite thing with the Imperm. So, I mean, you wait for your opponent to do something. Maybe we set the Imperm. We set the Imperm, we send it. It would have been wasted value out of that anyway, so I don't know. I think we were just screwed regardless. They have more cards than us. You just need to get good, Kevin. Right? That's what my belief is. Maybe if we did the exact opposite right there, or for example, would say we Imperm the sprite, gigantic sprite instead of ashing it, maybe it would have made a difference because they did have sprite starter. Sprite starter eventually made them make a bunch of billion different cards, right? But I mean, what can you do? Maybe they had the other cards anyways in their hand. So I don't know. That's my wishful thinking, right? That's why Scratch Director is fun or hard, right? You make like one different alternative decision, you lose. So, yeah. Anyways, thank you for watching. Please leave a like, comment, sub, all that fun stuff. Thank you all, channel members. See you guys around. Bye bye.